Hi there. Today I'm going to talk about where to find some ideas. I go to Pinterest. As you can see, I put in Valentine mug teacher. And you can see I got all kinds of ideas of things that people are selling on Pinterest. Okay, so let's go on down here. Hung in a mug. You're the apple of my eye. Do it yourself. Valentine's Day gifts. There's all kinds of cute things. Let me make this a little bit bigger so you can see. Well, I'm going to stretch it over here anyway. Okay, so you can see that this is a great way to get some ideas for any time of the year on what is selling on Pinterest and Etsy. Happy last day of school. I may not be rich and famous, but I do have an awesome piano. There's a lot I've noticed about math teachers. I love this one. I'm a math teacher. Of course, I have problems. So then what do? You go into Etsy and you can put in this term, Valentine PNG, or say we wanted to do, you could do math teacher PNG, and then once you find them, see like this one, you go into their site, and what you want to do is you want to look and make sure that they offer this in PNGs, which they do, and transparent background. Okay, is what I teach in my course. You have to message them and say, do you offer the PNG with a transparent background? You have to have that to upload it to these print-on-demand sites, okay? So that gives you a good idea. In my course, I also tell you where, I give you my list of the people that I use on Etsy that I've already messaged and already found out, whether or not I can use their images on mock-ups on print-on-demand companies. Articles like mugs, t-shirts, coffee mug. I already said coffee mugs, but hoodies, pillowcases, and whatnot. And when it's holiday time, which right now I'm not sure if you're seeing me, if you're just seeing half of me. Like right now, it's almost depending on when let me go into full mode here. I'm in the car because again, my car is getting serviced. So I'm in a loaner car, which is super nice, Lexus. I'm not complaining. But what I wanted to tell you was no matter what holiday it is, okay, so it's about to be Valentine's Day. Then I go into Etsy and I look for Valentine JPEG bundles, or I look for, say it's going to be St. Patty's Day. Then I would go look for St. Patty Day JPEG bundles or PNG bundles, okay? And then you just upload them, to your item on your print on demand company, and boom, you've got an e-commerce business online. Okay, now there's a lot more to it than just that. That's the beginning of making sales. So let's go back into, I'm going to go minimize myself. My goal for 2017 was to get to $1,000 gross profit, which I did. I'm so excited about that. As you can see right here, 1,040.93, and it's even though it's 61 orders, I did have someone order 2 items, and I've made some sales on Amazon and eBay, so I'm almost up to 70 orders, which is amazing to have just really started hitting this hard in October of 2017. I started my shop in 2007, did absolutely nothing with it. And about a year ago, my daughter-in-law was also a school teacher, and she put up her Etsy shop and she worked it every night while she, at night when she'd come home from school. But she really desperately wanted to stay home with our granddaughter. So she decided that she was going to make this Etsy shop work. So she studied, she took a course, and she was able to quit her full-time teaching job when she was beginning to see consistent sales, like around 10 sales a day. So she started making around $100 a day. So then I started talking to her about Etsy, and the rest is history. So I put everything I know for the last 3 months into a course, and you can get that link below. I also found, besides Etsy images, I also found a guy who had researched hundreds of niches. And so part of the reason that most people don't make money um, with e-commerce is they go too broad. And when I say too broad, it's because I mean like they're going to do a nurse. Well, the nurse niche is pretty saturated. So if you go into Etsy and you look, you're going to find thousands of competing pages. So let's just do that. Let's go into Etsy. I'm going to go to another tab. And let's just put in nurse. I'm going to slide this up. Let's just put in, for example, nurse mug. Okay, now as you can see, there's 4,577 results. Okay, or if you put in nurse gift, you're competing with 64,139 listings. Okay, that's way too competitive. So what you want to do is you want to drill down and you want to find those sub niches that very few people are targeting, and they are out there. And the program you're going to see under this video is one of them. Brandon he researched 365 designs, and then he put 500 more on top of it as a bonus. So you're getting over 800 designs. It's amazing. It's an amazing deal. So if that deal is still available, I hope it is, you'll find that link under here. And what I like about these designs that Brandon has done is that they're niches that most people are not targeting on Etsy or Amazon or eBay. Okay, so my students are beginning to target them. It's not saturated. It won't be saturated for a very long time, because in my course I give you the criteria of how many searches a month that item should be being searched for in Google versus how many competing pages there already are in Etsy, and then it's worth your time. It's worth your time to download the image, upload it to Gearbubble, Printful, or whatever print-on-demand company you're using, and make a listing. Why do I use Gearbubble? Because the profit margins I have found are the best, meaning their base cost for each item is a lot lower than anybody else I've seen, which means, I can put more in my bank account at the end of the day. So that's why I love Gearbubble. Their customer service is excellent. And they do have busy times, but they do get back to you about any kind of issues you might have, which is very rare. So I'm very pleased with Gearbubble, and I'm very pleased with Etsy, and I just love it because it's built-in traffic. Now let's look. Okay, so like I said, no matter when you're watching this, there's a holiday coming up. So right now, if you're watching this around before Valentine's Day, this is January 2018. I'm going to put myself over here. You can see the weekly volume for searches for Valentine's Day on Etsy. Let's look at the dates. I mean, right, even before Christmas, can you believe it? Even before Christmas, people are already looking to buy Valentine's gifts. So it starts to peak at 12/19 before Christmas, and then after the new year, it spikes way up. And then you can see, like, towards the end of January, people are starting to think about it. And then between January 30th and January 13th, the traffic spikes way, way high. The thing is with print on demand, if you don't do it in your garage or you don't have a team, you're looking at least, I would say, between 14 to 21 days to process and deliver the items. So if you need to be like a month ahead just to be safe on listing and processing your items. Okay. So that's all for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope every piece of these videos is like a puzzle that begins to fit together. When you start selling one item, you'll know how exciting it is and that this really does work. And again, to list an item on Etsy is like 20 cents. 20 cents, okay? So you want to invest in yourself, in your business. So 20 cents to list it for 4 months is like, pennies, 20 pennies. So I love it. You can also boost your listings. I show you how in my course. I show you how to boost your listings, for a penny. And so for 21 cents, you can have your first listing on Etsy. Etsy Marketplace is amazing because as you can see, going back here to the nursing, they also, like Amazon, will show suggested items at the bottom of the page. And then if you buy anything or favorite anything, they'll start sending you, emails or notices on your phone if you have the Etsy app. And they'll say, your favorite shop just uploaded a new item, things like that. So they're marketing on your behalf at all times, which is awesome. As you see at the bottom, related to Nurse Gift, they're going to give you some suggestions to look for. They're also going to show you what you recently viewed. They're also going to show you our picks for you, which is amazing. Amazing marketing. So, let Etsy do the marketing for you. Just be sure to do your keyword research is the key. Your keyword research. Find out what people are already looking for and then give it to them inside your Etsy shop. Okay? That's all for this one. Bye now.